Take two.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Dream Team crew, as I was saying earlier, and hopefully you can hear us. We're heard. Yay!
Oh my!
Oh,
Dream
thank
team.
God!
You get it. Dream
Did
Team.
someone say we have audio?
Man, we were. I think we did really good on that. It seemed very natural and casual, guys.
Absolutely, yeah.
Especially the second take.
Yeah, no panic. Yeah, no
Second
panic
take.
at all. No, I see no issues. Just lots of butts.
Lots of butts.
Booty butts to be.
Specifically, booty butt cheeks, actually.
All right, welcome everybody to
everybody
the That's How We Roll channel. Take two. Now with sequels. All right, so thank you guys for being here, everybody. We appreciate you. Welcome to the Misfits of Alseta, episode 4. We're getting up there already, you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm losing count.
Already older than Lee's kid.
True.
We have some amazing announcements for you today, and I'm going to pass it on to Lee first, and then I'll have some stuff to say after Daniel. Let's do it.
For the podcast listeners, originally we thought we were on, but we had no audio, and then had to restart. And Duval said booty, booty, butt cheeks. On to announcements.
That wasn't an
Idle
announcement?
champions. Well, I'll announce that you played a great game last night of FF9. But
Buddy.
Idle Champions does give us codes for Electrum Chess. Idle Champions is a wonderful game, and if you go, you can see two characters played by Hope LaVelle.
Yay.
Penelope Halfpint, and as we were corrected, Iris the Beholder.
Yeah.
And that's wonderful. So if you type in the code down there, Arar Hero Pelt, which I think is just random letters, but I love saying them, you'll get an Electrum chest. Moving on to Dan Cakes. Dan Cakes, if you put in Misfits in the promo code, you'll get 10% off of any order from I'm a pancake artist with Dan Cakes. You'll get a 10% off of anything from our store, whether you want your own griddle kit, colors, bottles, or if you want to get a pancake of Kotatar's amazing transference into the ethereal plane, you can get that for 10% off. I don't know how we'll do it, but we will for you. Moving on to Daniel.
Hey,
Tell us about that
I'm
quest
Daniel.
book.
Quest, I was going to do... All right, I'll start with quest book then. All right. Throw that one at me. Quest book is a New Zealand owned DMing/GMing business where we, if you are not being able to find a GM or DM and you need a storyteller, then you can actually hire us to do that. So you want a story told? Could be a kid's story if you really want, or it could be a D&D campaign. Either one, it's pretty cool. It is also available in basically everywhere, like America, Britain, the North Pole if you want. But anything like in person has to be in New Zealand because we're, funnily enough, in New Zealand. So that's a thing. But yeah, if you want that, questbook at questbook.nz. So you can go there with our cool little URLs, the NZ at the end, because New Zealand. And on to our next sponsor. We have Friday afternoon tea. Oh, I love it. Basically, it's a tea that is based around the taste of words. So if you want to know what yonder fog tastes like, you don't need to now stick your tongue out at 6 a.m. in the middle of a field. You can actually taste that in tea form if you go to Friday Tea, all one word, fridaytea.com. You can go there, get some of the most exquisite tea that's ever graced your taste buds. Thank you.
Awesome. And a couple of announcements for next week. Misfits of Alseta is off for a little bit of a break, but we have our fantastic show called Roll Call, where we interview amazing people within the community and get to know them and talk about some really fun stuff. And this coming week on Roll Call, we will have the one and only Greg Tito coming on the show. So come hang out, come ask him questions, come see what all the cool things that he's doing coming up and what he's just done. It's going to be great. And it'll be co-hosted by me and Lee. So it'll be a really fun time because we're a cool duo. And on top of that, we have another surprise for all of you, but you'll have to wait till the end of the episode to find out what it is. So stick around because you're going to love this one. And with that, we shall get to know all these amazing players. Is that right? Is that what's next? All right, let's do it. Duval, you're up.
Snap! I was not expecting to go first, but I'm always ready. Hey, everybody, my name is Jacob Plicque, Duval King Jacob, wherever one can be found on the internet. I use him pronouns. I'm the Dungeon Master of Duval and Dragons over on Cinematic Games Twitch, and the co-founder of the Amphitheater, where we do a bunch of shows kind of like this over there. And tonight, as per usual, I'm playing Kotatar. He's a Horizon Walker Ranger, and Githzerai, actually, specifically, as well. And we both use him pronouns. Let's go!
And Dani.
Oh, hello. I'm Dani. I am a LA-based cosplayer and TTRPG player that appears on this show every Wednesday night. And that's just about it. You can find me at Bitterthorn on the internet for now. Maybe there'll be more fun things in the future, though.
And April. It's just cat.
There was a cat trapping my arm, so I couldn't unmute myself. Hi, I'm April. That's Edelin, and tonight I am playing our little bardic kobold, Nira.
Oh, great, short and sweet. Going on to Daniel.
Hello, everyone. I'm Daniel Denova. I'm from New Zealand. I am also known as Daniel Denova VA or Titan Kiwi over on the socials, on Twitter and such. I am a voice actor and illustrator. You can hear me in such games as Turbo Overkill, Dread Hunger. You can hear me in, what was the other? My brain's mush. Other games. There's other games that I do things in, illustration-wise. I do a lot of stuff for tabletop RPGs and supplements, as well as some card games. And I'm always for hire. But otherwise, I am playing San Leon, a Dhampir Barbarian rogue in today's and hopefully all the sessions to come in this amazing game.
And Lee.
Hello, I'm Lee. I am a pancake artist with Pancakes. I'm also at Goldberg337 on all the internet things where you look for me. And I play David, the Wildfire Druid, here on That's How We Rolls, Misfits of Alseta. You can find me here on Wednesdays. And congratulations, you found me already.
And Damien.
Hello, I am the resident Australian here. I am Damien, and I'm playing Reginald Bellagamba, the Marquis de la Sackville, and welcome to our wonderful show.
And I am Hope LaVelle. You can follow me on Twitter at the Hope LaVelle. You can watch me play an 80-year-old lady who just went scuba diving on Children of Erte on Tuesdays on the Demi-Plane RPG channel. And but tonight, more importantly, I am your dungeon master. And before we get started, we have our land acknowledgements. So I'm sending it back over to Damien.
Thank you, Hope. I begin today by acknowledging the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, traditional custodians of the land on which I am playing from today, and I pay my respects to their elders past and present. We also have Daniel from Aotearoa, the land of the Maori people. And in America, we have people playing from Fernandino, Tataviam, Hohokam, Tumakua, Creek, and Cherokee. And back to you, Hope.
All right. And with all of that out of the way, let's roll our intro.
Intro.
right, time for a recap. Okay, where we left off, the party managed to make it to the mayor, Mayor Castodon. They met Mayor Castodon, who is a Luxodon, very calm, oddly calm in the situation, who had a premonition that they would show up and tell them what was happening to their city. They then indicated that Illichor, their right-hand advisor, who is the Archmage of the city, had not come into work yet this morning, and that was odd. So they asked the Misfits to go and check on her for them. So they did, and what they found was another nightmare. Poor Illichor she was stuck in a nightmare without her magic, and her magic had manifested itself into a shadow creature that inhabited all of her powers. But that was quickly defeated because our Misfits are amazing Misfits. And they told Illichor, once she had her powers back, about the castle that stood in the city. After going down and looking at the castle, she deduced that this castle is the source of great evil, and quite possibly it is connected to all the nightmares in the realm. And Reginald Reginald happened to find little miniatures of the nightmares that have been defeated, kind of taking into all accounts that maybe if they are to defeat nightmares, they can bring down this castle once and for all. Then something interesting happened. David had a bit of a moment where he accidentally cast a lightning elemental from himself for the first time, appearing in the shape of the lightning knight that they defeated in the nightmare realm. And Kotatar decided to step into the ethereal plane to get a better look at all of this darkness and magic that is plaguing the lands. And in a vision, he saw that the tendrils of magic coming from this castle, coming through the nightmare realm, was affecting every plane of existence. He saw Mount Celeste, he saw the 9 hells, all of these the planes of fire, everything. If there are souls who can dream, there are potentials for this magic, this darkness, this nightmare fuel to come to fruition through them. And that is kind of what he solidified after this vision. And now you all stand in front of this castle still, as we pick up right where we left off, with Illichor.
I knew this was going to happen. I knew that both Kotatar and David had wild, amazing things happen, and that we were both going to look at each other and be like, no, after you.
To be fair, because Reginald was sort of speaking to Kotatar at the time, and is the I guess point of order, is the elemental still like just boom, like right next to you?
An hour.
Yeah, and how much taller is it than you?
It is as big and tall as a medium creature can get before becoming a large creature, and I am not a tall, small creature.
I just picture you have like a big brother now.
Pretty much.
Big night brother.
I think because I figured like they're still sort of like down the street a bit. Got something new there, David?
Yeah, I don't know what this is. And I'm gonna just kind of like look it up and down, and it's like looking at me, and I know what this thing is, and it is, stepping outside. It is that lightning elemental. I have summoned that lightning elemental as fire. But so I
Do you
don't
want me to shoot
know.
it?
I don't. Hold on. It's not attacking us yet.
Right.
So I'm just gonna kind of like wave to it and be like, did I look at Kier. Did I do that, Kier? Kier?
Oh, right. I play Kier.
That was so cute.
I don't know what to say.
I mean, how you weren't gonna tell me that I could have done this the whole time? Like, it would have saved our butts against the night. Yeah.
I don't think you could have done this. This is not part of your destiny, if that's what you're asking about. This is not something you could do.
I did a new thing.
Yeah.
And I looked to Silva. I did a new thing.
You did a new thing. Is that scary? Are you glad about that?
I mean, yeah. I woke up one day as powerful as I have been with you the whole time. You know, I don't get stronger in the magic stuff. I mean, I do some push-ups and calisthenics, but this is wild. Are you a friend?
You see the lightning knight just very stoically look around and then look down at you. And his voice almost crackles because it's literally made of lightning. And it just says, friend.
And I must say, fire looks good on you, Red. Kotatar, I guess this is the thing now. What did you do? You look like you had some weird stuff going on with you too. Did you leave?
Yeah. In a manner of speaking, yeah. And I'll start to walk over.
It's like neighbors yelling across the street.
Right. Yeah, right? Your lawn's a little thick there.
I think it turned into a fire elemental.
Fire
I'm gonna get that looked
not
at.
anymore. Man, if we could only just cut grass that way. Anyway, I know you mentioned that this was something that surprised you about yourself. At least for me, this is something that I've been studying for a while, actually. I didn't even know if it was going to work, if I'm being really honest.
What is it? You just disappeared.
From your perspective, certainly. From mine, I stepped into the ethereal plane. Sort of, it's pretty layered, but what I didn't expect was to see a vision of other planets, almost like a map of worlds just there in front.
You have a map?
In a manner of speaking. And how
What kind of vision was this?
tough to say. Stepped into the plane, saw pretty much everything that's here, plus how the shadow, is that the right word for it? I'm thinking like the energy source.
Of the ethereal plane.
Of the connected pieces that connect to the towns. As
Yeah, it's like
connect to the plants.
It's like purpley tendrils of shadow.
Tendrils. Yeah, and how the shadow connects to all of the areas of this world, and then zoomed out, and how it connects to the elemental plane of fire, limbo before it, elsewhere, like a roadmap.
Reginald overhears this. Kotatar, when you're in your trance, it looked very much like when I trance and remember and connect to the Fey world. Did you see the Fey world at all?
I don't think so. Did I hope?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
every realm, the Feywild, the Underdark, the Primaterial Plane, you saw it all.
Everything.
Did you have any memories of your ancestors or anything like that?
No.
Because that's what I usually see.
Quite the opposite of warm and cozy, familial. That's not really our
Why was
style
there
in
more to
limbo
the
anyway.
vision?
Sort of almost even double confirming where we're headed next. And he like even like physically, like he like draws out like in like the air the connected pieces to the other areas in this particular world. It's sort of doubling down with what Alseta said around limbo being next. And it appears that the elemental plane of fire is after that.
But we don't know for certain, do we? I mean, she did tell us that.
When do we ever know for certain about anything?
But this spell, this gate she was talking about, just takes us where we're needed.
Suppose we'll see.
We will.
So hold on a second. So, you can summon, maybe 3 paces behind, a fire lightning elemental thing, which I believe is probably like 7 or 8 feet tall, something like that. And now I'm just learning that you can connect with the Fey Wild, and you, bestie, can now just see the universe as if it was just in front of you. Oh, I need a break.
If it makes you feel better, I don't see anything or do cool things like that.
You know, it does make me feel a bit better, I'm not gonna lie. Yes. But at the same time, like, wouldn't it be cool if we could do that as well at some point?
You're very strong.
Am I? Yes.
Silva. I really wish you could see what I see, especially in battle. You're quite talented.
I did not expect flattery, but thank you. I suppose I'll just have to accept that.
even if you don't.
I don't have compliments for anyone else.
I love it.
Kotatar, she's always struggled with compliments. She usually makes some kind of sarcastic, witty remark and deflects the conversation.
I know the type.
That's
so do
wild,
I.
Reginald, because you seem almost too good at taking compliments. In fact, like you want them a lot.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
That's lovely cravat, by the way. Wonderful cravat.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yes, though, hold on, just
By the gods.
to the left. There you go.
And Reginald looks a little bit disappointed and says, yes, quite.
Well, we were running a lot. I mean, you can't expect our clothes to be pristine all the time, but it is fantastic.
Well, I would agree with you, but I don't think my family would. It's not proper.
Enchanted clothes.
Enchanted clothes? What is this concept?
Just illusionary magic to make it look pristine at all times. Doesn't have to be.
And how does
As they're
one get
talking
this
about-
magic?
Is that Nira?
Nira, sorry.
As they're having this conversation, in between them on the ground, 2 feet below them both, I just prestidigitate myself. Look at you both talking in this conversation. Bam.
Flawless.
Does the power pop? It's just like,
Amazing. You're always sparkling, Nira.
Reginald is clearly jealous. He just picks at his, there's a bit of dust. Oh, damn it.
You could just ask Nira to do the thing. You say
Politely.
please, she probably would do it.
Nira, would you...
Huh?
Would you be so kind?
To do what?
Yes, what Silva said.
Oh, yes.
No,
And I'll walk
Reginald.
over to Silva and prestidigitate Silva.
Very sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome.
as that's happening, I Kotar has a hand behind him, and he's sort of massaging a copper piece, and I'd like to cast Detect Thoughts on Silva.
Oh, all right. So you
Oh, all right.
automatically get surface thoughts. What do we hear surface thoughts wise?
Surface thoughts, you hear Silva cackling in the back of her mind at Nira doing the little prestidigitation, and is just feeling actually a little lighthearted. You feel a giggle kind of rumble through your chest in a way.
Would you like to probe deeper there, Kotatar? No?
Nope.
Perfect. Good insight.
As I walk back to my spot, I get everyone else.
Aw.
Oh,
You guys
wonderful.
You guys all now look so shiny and new. It's as if you hadn't just battled horses and nightmares.
Except Reginald, I'm assuming.
No.
I think-
Nira gets you too. You're the last one.
I'm the last one. Yeah. Why, thank you.
You're welcome.
I think Kotar looks exactly the same before and after, honestly.
I can
This
imagine
is,
that.
dark studded leathers,
Yep.
There's only so much a cantrip can do. It takes that many years of battle.
Is it like
You
years
can't
of
do
dirt or
anything
like-
yeah, just years of battle and blood and mud. You can't prestidigitate that out.
You can't win them all.
There's only so much a dry clean can do, right?
Right. That was from Limbo.
They're a dry clean around here.
what is it? Right.
Okay, so here's what we know so far. When we interrupt a nightmare that's crossed over, it seems to turn into a representation of the defeated nightmare and fall off of the castle, right?
Yes.
But they're so small. So, okay, Kotatar, in your ethereal walk, did you see in in the different locations, did you see beacons where things were stronger with the nightmare, or I mean, if we have any kind of guidepost of what to do next, that, you know, not just a plane of existence, but maybe like, plus I want to talk to the mayor and get foxes sent out to everywhere in the, you know, that we can get to, find out, have these incursions happen there? Have they been able to put down any of those incursions? And if these things can be also, you know, smaller things can be dealt with by people who weren't us, then we don't have to be weighed down by having to stop all of it. Because I think Nira maybe could. I can't do that.
Nah, I think we need help. But if we just talk to the mayor, they'll send the foxes, and then we can just go do our thing. Well, our part of it.
Well, that's a fantastic idea, David. I also have don't forget, I also have a town. And we can, if we can identify these places, we can get some of my villagers to perhaps assist in clearing some nightmares that maybe a low level nightmares, and we can focus on the really bad stuff.
Hope, if you wouldn't mind, because I thought I wrote this down, but I don't know where it is. You actually gave me like essentially a prioritization order, but I don't remember what that was.
Yeah, so you definitely, when you got your vision, you definitely felt like Ethrena, which is the realm on the, you know, this is the material plane of existence in this area, is pretty heavily shadowed, I'll say, from your vision. You know, and then it started to branch off. You see these tendrils. Some of the tendrils were small. Some of them were really thick. You know, like that would probably, like, you know, there's like a line that went into Mount Celestia that definitely looks like it could be a big problem. You did see it, you know, tendrils going into limbo. I wouldn't say there's like a priority level, as more of like no matter where we go, we can help someone.
Yeah. Well, no, specifically like within, like specifically here, like I remember there being like, so like in my mind, it was like sort of two specific pieces. One was like the outer layer, and one was like circled into here, like city by city by city.
Mm-hmm. Right. So this city, let me pull up my map. Woohoo! So
I'll write it down this time.
No, it's all good. It's all good. So the big one is probably West Ceres, is the next biggest city of Ethrena. It's not too far from here. It's just through the forest to the northwest. From that, you have Mirabara. You have Reginald's town, Sackville.
Sackville.
Yeah, and there are cities and towns around. I can give you more, but if you were to like remember from your vision and knowing this land, you saw that maybe West Ceres was in trouble.
Yeah, you seem like kind of lost in thought for a minute, just trying to refocus. I think a journey to West Ceres might be our first step. Then Mirabar, and then your spot, Reginald.
Sackville. What makes you say West Ceres is in trouble? My family's there, my parents.
Well, all the more to escalate then.
Is
but
that...
I was able to see a fairly large collection of this shadow there.
May I interject just by saying, with a very bad humorous joke, but is also very expedient. Let's just make sure, based on what we've seen, with the nightmares, the horses, and of course, what we saw in the Nightmares Extreme Realm itself, and the implications of all these places that are under attack and incursion. Let's make sure that Sackville doesn't become Sackville.
Yes.
I don't get it.
Like potatoes?
No, I think Reginald understands. And if I explained it, it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is expediency is a must. And that would be the first place we go, yes?
Reginald has a little grin from that little pun. Yes. Well, Sackville is on the way to West Ceres. But if West Ceres's shadow, or whatever you want to call it, is larger, perhaps we should go there first.
Well, if we have the portals, do we actually have to walk? Can't we just get there?
It's true.
The portal will take us, as I understand it, to the place that we are needed most. Is that right?
Yes.
And if that's West Ceres, then it would just whoop, we're there.
I guess it's whether we doubt the will of Alseta or not, whether we use it.
I think that's
Why wouldn't we use it?
assuming. Do you know how to use it? I don't.
That guy just walks in and out of them constantly. I'm pointing to Kotatar, wherever you are in the circle. That guy does.
Like right next to you. It's not the same.
If I may, this is a deity that we were speaking to, some form of god, yes? The god of doorways, if I'm correct in remembering. If that's the case, from what I see a lot of religious folk do, is they beseech their deity. Mayhap we do the same thing.
But we have to pray.
I don't know if we need to pray. I think that because we have the eye of Alseta on us, that means that we could potentially just go, hello. Not right now, though. We're still talking, but a gateway soon.
Should we do it in a doorway?
Oh,
Like
that
on
would
the
be
other,
fun.
like do it into a door, and then we just walk through the door.
yes. I like this idea.
I feel like a lot of religions like theatrics.
Yes,
I suppose it's less unsettling than this guy. Pointing at the large lightning thing, like the cobblestone street.
Well, the
David.
a big door.
David, I have a question. So that is I think I heard Kotatar saying your friend, or you said friend, or someone said friend. Can you ask your friend to do things? Like pick things up or in battle attack things? How does
He doesn't. I have known about this 30 seconds longer than you have, so he's his own. They're their own person, so they're here. They've been like, as we've been like talking, they're just kind of sitting there like. But and then David kind of stands. I mean, he's very short, but he stands a little taller. He's looking at closer to what.
No.
Like,
Oh no!
Oh, no.
You cut out a bunch of times.
One more time.
no, my
David.
connection is unstable. Okay, hold on. How are we doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
Okay.
He's looking like
So-
what?
David is standing taller, a little bit straighter back, and I bet you I can hear the microwave. Bet you that's what's doing it. So basically, David is looking
The microwave
more.
controls the internet?
Yeah, I got really confused.
If it's on the same, if it's on the same breaker,
Channel?
it can.
Oh,
Can
that's
disrupt wireless.
cool.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Second fridges.
anywho.
But anyway,
Sorry. Electricity's weird.
David knows
Speaking
so
of
much
electricity.
about internet.
They're divergent brains.
No, so what I was saying is that David kind of has this confidence a little bit more after everything that's happened, and he looks more like what Kier has always looked like, which is like the more confident. So David steps up and he's kind of like, I have an idea, and he's going to take a little bit of that confidence and to be like, here's what we do. We can't just go somewhere and hope that we know what we're doing, I don't think. But what we can maybe do, coordinate with the mayor, who has the best temperament I've ever seen for an emergency. They need to be the one who's kind of on the ground leading what we're trying to do. Reginald, San Leon, you two have the understanding, and you know more about what it's like to run a town, to think about those kind of needs. Kotatar, you're the most strategic minded person that I've known. So the three of you maybe go to the mayor and talk about getting information out, shoring up whatever resources and information that we have, as this all just happened all over the place. Let's get some information about what's hit harder. Talk about, tell them about your ethereal journey, what that looks like. Make a map, disseminate it. Kira, Silva, and myself, we can try to maybe discuss how we can connect with Alseta and how this whole thing works. We're the most in tune with those kind of magical things. And Silva, I know that you get your power from something. I get my power from an entity. And Nira, you're just the most powerful wizard I've ever seen. So
Not a wizard. I just play music and write things.
Play some powerful music. So
Wizards are just stuffy.
Power ballads.
So that's my thought. It seems to make sense. I'm sorry. This isn't who I am. I'm not this guy. So what do you got? I'm sorry. What do you got? What's up? Is this good?
If David is looking.
I think we have a plan.
If David's looking at Kotatar, there is a glint of pride in his eyes.
So basically, Jacob, anytime I do cool Druid, wildfire Druid.
Yeah, exactly correct. Yep, 100%. Oh no! Bleed! No. Yeah, 100%. Danny, you froze for a second, and it
froze
amazing.
really bad.
Sorry. Okay.
And again.
Back in things. Oh, that's amazing. That's outstanding work. David?
Yeah.
I think you're onto something. Maybe strategy is more of your thing than maybe you thought.
A lot of wild stuff happening today. I don't know what's up.
Reginald,
Sorry.
Just San Leon.
let us discuss how we might talk to potentially the mayor on working with the townspeople and seeing what's required for them to survive and possibly thrive in this new nightmare-filled environment.
Yes, indeed, and I imagine there'll be a lot of rebuilding.
Indeed.
I also feel like there's a big, scary castle there.
Sure
There is. I feel like perhaps something could come out of it. I don't know. Like, I know they have guards here, but is there any other way we can give them protection?
we could commission or potentially petition for potential magical artifacts, possibly ballistae, to be pointed at the castle. Mobile, perhaps?
Seems you know a lot about this.
Unfortunately.
I will follow your lead in this one. Yes, let us go see the mayor.
Indeed. I look
Nira?
back to the group just to kind of be like, we're done.
Were there other people around us during this?
I was looking for that as well.
You guys are in.
Like, we were out in public, right?
You guys are out in public, and Illicore is also there still. She's more interested in the castle than
I forgot about
than
her.
what you're saying.
Uh-huh.
So she's been kind of quiet, but oops.
After I was acknowledged by David, I think Nira kind of got bored and wandered off. And if there were people, just kind of started like juggling or like playing music. Like,
Beautiful.
it's now created a version on the other side. Cause I'm like, this is big talk. Hey, over there, look at me juggle. Don't pay attention to these people plotting.
You have drawn a small crowd.
Oh, cool.
A couple kids too.
As soon as the group starts to break to walk off, I just walk away.
But like when that
Like I just
when that
walk
happened, when that happened, David knows Kira or Kira and Nira. It's hitting too much. Knows that Nira does kind of stuff like that, but because he sort of had this like moment of like, I'm gonna take the reins a bit. When she walked away, David just got like this flash of like, oh, it was a bad idea. I didn't do it right. He's still bad on some of the stuff. But
No.
but he knows that we'll all fall in line. But that's he just when she walks away, David just is kind of like, oh, okay. Silva, should we kind of split off and figure this out?
I suppose we could. I think we should talk to this archwizard first, maybe over a cup of tea, and just see what the Archmage can provide for us, and of course we can provide for them as well.
I was only just gonna say, like, because they're just like looking, like fussing around the castle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just go, hey,
Me?
yeah, you.
Oh, yes. What is it?
Do you know where I can find parchment? Do you have parchment on you?
Yes, and she has this, pouch of because she's a wizard. She has a pouch of all sorts of things, and she'll pull out a small parchment, and she'll like, oh, you need a pen too, yes?
Yes, that would be wonderful.
She hands it over.
All right. And then he'll raise a hand and cast Mage Hand. And Mage Hand is gonna hold the parchment, and then he's gonna start drawing the map.
Oh, good idea.
Give me a history check.
Oh, let's see. How bad am I at these? Terrible. It's a straight roll.
Can I help him with the fact that, having thought of this plan and kind of just realizing his strength in that, can I give him a little boost in, just because...
What type of map are you drawing? Are you drawing a map of Etherna, or of what your vision was?
Both.
Okay.
Starting with Etherna, and then on a second piece of parchment, the vision.
Okay, then I would say Reginald could help with the Etherna. I don't think anyone can help with the vision.
Makes sense.
David, you guys are all from around. Not everybody knows Etherna as well as Silva and Reginald, but you might. David, you might. I can't remember where you were from. I don't think I know your backstory.
I don't think David really knows where he's from. He lived in a tree house.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I said I walked away, but Kotatar knows that I can detect thoughts. So you could share the vision, and I could bard the map up, performance it. Maybe.
Use her skills at drawing and everything. Like that'd be great. If Nira could roll performance on this map, that sounds pretty.
Pretty good.
If I can see the vision of the map, can I?
Here's what we'll do.
I'll wander back.
Kotatar's is drawing the map of the vision. You can get assistance with the Athrena map to see how accurate it is. So if Reginald wants to roll or add your intelligence, what's your intelligence bonus, Reginald? Never mind.
Bonus? What bonus?
Oh, that's fantastic.
Okay, Nira. Nira, give me an Arcana roll, and this will determine how well you get the thoughts, and you can help him. Oh gosh!
Oh
what
my
is it?
god!
Oh no.
Everything's
Oh
going
no.
6.
I saw that.
Oh no.
You
I
tried
never stop juggling.
You're trying to do this while juggling. You're reading into Kotatar's brain, and you just get like a
My flares!
My flares! I just throw the balls in different directions. I just run back to the group. I was trying to make a distraction, but it didn't work. It didn't work. I was trying to make a distraction.
There's a ball hit me in the head.
You need a self-care day. Why did Kotatar?
I thought we were attempting this self-care day. Is this not a self-care day?
Tomorrow is self-care day.
All right.
Once we're done talking to the mayor, we self-care.
All right.
Yes.
It's all.
Yeah,
Let's see what happens, huh?
Yep, give it a roll.
I believe in
Yeah, terrible.
Okay, give me. Oh gosh! All right, give me an Arcana check.
I'm just as bad.
All right, well maybe we'll just get a better roll.
7.
Hold on.
better.
Bardic inspiration.
Great.
Add a D8.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You can do it, buddy. I pat you on the back.
I have a +0 to my intelligence. I'm not proficient in either.
Oh no!
I roll a 1 on the D8.
You know what? That's how this is going.
Yes.
This is not our thing.
I never learned. I failed coloring in limbo school.
In limbo
You
school.
lied.
Kotatar,
I couldn't
imagine.
School name in my backstory, and I just couldn't remember what it was.
okay.
Limbo school. One school for the entire plane.
Kotatar, you think you've done a really good job of putting your vision onto paper. It looks great to you, but to everyone else, they have no idea what they're looking at.
What have you tried to put together?
Back
over
and like,
here?
this is a
What
great
is
haircut.
this?
Is this what they modern art?
Oh no, hold on. I think it's the wrong way around. I turned the paper around. No, it doesn't.
Don't stop.
Anymore.
Stop moving it.
What are you coloring right now?
Where?
What I saw.
David thinks it looks fine.
Oh,
That's what you
David's
saw.
David's got a very discerning eye for accuracy, so he thinks
This is quite good for someone using crayons.
Do you just have 6 of the
Isn't that
same
cool?
blue?
It's like there's like cayenne in it. I'm just kidding. It's totally just dark blue ink, I'm sure.
Here's the thing, though. There is a plus side to you doing this. You will remember your vision very clearly for doing this, but no one else fully understands what they're looking at, but you do.
I think that's great. Like everyone's like, hey, is Kotatar gaslighting us? Like
So I
why
pointed
is
at a
plate
random
of
part of
fire
it. What's that?
green?
What is
What's that?
On the-
Limbo.
That's limbo.
Right.
Why is it all squiggly? What? Where? So is that a why did you draw a person? They
draw
look
a
giant. That's not a person. What is that?
There's no people on this map.
But,
people in my vision.
but there's like
You did a really
5
good
of them
job
on the
shading.
map.
Thank you, Silva.
It's wonderful,
Oh.
bestie. Wonderful.
All right, and he just slaps it out of the air and just like rolls it up.
Tantrum.
What matters is you tried.
You can now add that to your inventory.
And
Shitty
succeeded.
world map. Shitty universe map.
Okay,
Done
we
in
say
crayon.
that now. But if we believe it to be real enough in the dream world,
It's,
that map is going to save our
I
lives.
might,
Oh, yes.
I might actually change the cosmos themselves by gaslighting.
You might gaslight the universe.
I might gaslight the entire multiverse. I am a god.
You have the map,
reality.
and you're in the dream world, and you're like, no, that's wrong. This is right. And then it just changes the view.
All of reality changes.
And then Paylor's like, all right.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Maybe Kotatar, what will help you in this is when you meet with Castodon and you bring the wizard with you and you actually see a map. Because your map's good. Your map is good. But an actual like map that can help direct you in places might be just a little better to look at. And then you can kind of use what you remember, and with the help of a wizard who studies magic, you can help make a good overlay on it. But hey, it's a really good shot. From just remembering, I can't. I mean, look, I'm not one to talk, but it is, I bet, a little bit difficult for some to see something and try to recreate it just from their mind. Not everyone can do it as well as others, and that's
True.
okay.
It's true.
That
There's
is
like
very
a
true. But
frown.
we should be walking. We should walk and talk. Like
Yes.
we need to talk to the mayor today. Right? Like that's
going to the
gotta-
Who says that?
Yes, we're going to do that.
Shit! I forgot you were here.
Yes,
He did do
Castodon.
that.
Of course. I didn't even check in with Castodon this morning.
Oh yeah,
they're
and
gonna
they
be
still
so
think you're
worried.
missing. So we really need to. They're
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
upset.
Oh,
I-
it's okay.
I would think that once we kind of brought them back to whatever state of mind this is for them, I sent the fox back to deliver the all clear so that it wasn't just panic for however long this
Okay.
was.
Yeah,
Well,
we
I
can
could
say
still
that.
talk to it.
Yes, that's totally fair.
I thought of it last week.
We
Okay.
should still go though.
So you guys would like to head back to the mayor.
Absolutely.
Yes, please.
All right. Illichor will join you, and you guys make your way through the city, up around, climbing the hill to the Capitol building once again. You step in the building, and not much has changed. It is still chaotic. There's still foxes running around. There are guards still about. And Castodon's door is still open.
Right before we exit or enter, Silva Kotatar looks to you. I don't like flattering much either, and then opens the door.
I'll walk on there. Pat, little pat on the shoulder.
Nira walked this time.
Okay.
I bow to Sam Leon and said, Sam Leon, please go ahead.
Yes. Oh, the manners. Wonderful. Gentlemen. And as I walk in, so come on. Side by side, I think.
Illichor comes rushing in and Castodon, oh, I'm so sorry. There's this thing and there's this dream and I was having this nightmare and and like she's just kind of going off and Castodon's just like, I'm very glad to hear you're okay, my sibling. I hope that you feel a little bit better now that you've met these wonderful people.
So you're hello, Mayor. Your siblings?
Aye, that is my sister, yes.
Oh, I see the red emperor. This is very cool. Very lovely.
So, what brings you back?
Is there a table in this office?
There's a desk. Actually, I'll say that there's like a coffee table with next to two chairs, two like full armchairs.
Right. And he'll walk over and unfurl the map. I should figure out what I'm actually going to call it. Besides shitty little map.
Your SLP.
SLM.
A good first draft.
Now I'm going down like a path at this point. My first draft. You know what? Lee, you're the I love you. You're so sweet. Anyway. So and it's the top half of it, which is the
Ethrena.
Ethrena, thank you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's the only one that I'm showing.
Aye, Ethrena here. You've colored all over it. What does it mean?
We believe, well, I suppose I believe, that this is a collection of the shadows that are connecting to each area here.
Aye, shadows.
Right. You can see the concentration here. And like kind of like almost like stabbing with his finger into Westeros. And then like dragging a finger to Mirabar and then if Sackville is for, I don't even know which one, whatever's first.
You do actually, yeah. So from here, the closest would be Sackville, and then you'd go you'd either go north to Westeros or you'd go south to Mirabara. But yeah, so they totally see what you're saying, and they kind of lean in, and Castodon is just like, so they're plagued with a magic.
In a manner of speaking.
Well, Westeros, I've gotten letters from them, but I mean, they've always been able to hold themselves. Sackville, I'm not so sure. I mean, and then like Castodon realizes that Reginald is there, and I mean, it's a very strong little city.
No, well, thank you. Reginald doesn't notice this slight.
Sackville has fallen. Is it okay if my lightning friend is in here with us?
I forgot about that completely.
I don't think they're catching anything. They just
They're a friend.
they're a friend. I can have them. I can ask them if they'll wait outside. If that's easier.
I sense no danger from them at this point. That is fine.
Great. All right.
By the way, Castodon, if I may speak with you in private afterwards, just a little something.
Aye, have we met?
That's the thing. I need to talk to you about that.
Right. Privately, you can step into my personal room here.
Okay.
And there's actually like a... Yeah?
Sorry.
Afterwards.
Do we
Go
know
ahead.
what this is about?
Oh.
Or are you being weird and shifty?
You don't know what this is about.
Oh, Senleon, have you met?
Oh, you probably don't remember in passing.
Right. Well, if you need to talk, I've got a private library just over here.
Yes, now or after? Up to you.
I suppose if it won't take too long, we can just hop in.
Oh, it won't.
Right this way. Please excuse us. Illacor will keep you company.
Sorry, I'll only be a minute. In the office. So you have met me. I was the the silver head, scar over the eye, and I just kind of shape change into this guy. Back again.
Right. Okay.
There's a reason I'm doing this, and I feel that your demeanor and who you are, I feel like I should spill some of the beans. I am from. Have you heard of the Hildebrands?
And Castodon you actually see a change in their face, and
Yes. So, I see that little. So, how should I put this? I am. They don't like me. They don't like me. I am part of. I'm part of that family, but I ran away. And I don't want anything to do with them. In fact, I really don't like them, and I don't like what they do. And I suppose you probably know what they do. Maybe, possibly, I don't know.
So, what do you wish of me?
I'm not good. I am not good at remembering to keep this up. It's kind of not my thing. And of course, so if anyone comes asking for me at all, I was never here. In fact, because I want to continue helping with all of this effort. And if they were made aware of my presence in any place, state, area, could cause a lot of strife. So, yes. I just thought you should know that as the mayor of this wonderful city.
I'm sorry. Who are you? And they give like a wink.
I really like you. I really like you. But that's all that I wanted to say. Thank you for your time.
Fine. Secret's safe with me. You shall be fine here.
Thank you so much. It's like shoulders drop and he's like more relaxed. So shall we head back in? Yes.
Absolutely.
And I just open the door.
Castodon comes back out and finds everyone else. Illichor has poured some tea for everyone if you'd want it. And if anybody would like a moment while we were away, you can have it.
I wanted to recall something. I would not have mentioned Senleon by name. I did it and not even as like a joke or anything like that. But in a moment realizing that was someone new-ish, like I would have still offered the intro, but not in name specifically because Senleon did ask for that. So wanted to retcon that. 1, 2. Have you you guys as you kind of walk back out? Are you also familiar with this self-care? You do self-care. Does it involve this?
When I do self-care, it's usually like a bubble bath, like really nice scented bubbles. And it's really great for days like this where you smell like cabbage from, falling into a stall. So that's usually my go-to. It's relaxing.
Fascinating.
Ah, yes. Oh, self-care days. Oh, I love a self-care day. It just makes me feel so much more relaxed. I have a reflecting pool in my garden that I love to go to. It brings back so many good memories.
That sounds gorgeous.
You should come by sometime. You're always welcome.
A reflecting pool, you say? Who built your reflecting pool?
Well, I did.
Oh, you did. I'd love to see it, and perhaps I could employ you to build one in Sackville.
Well, it's not quite my trade, but I'm sure I'd be happy to if I could find the time.
Oh, yes, I will reimburse you.
David leans over to Reginald and just goes, "Don't give them notes when you see their reflecting pool."
I gotcha. And he has no idea. He has no idea what you're talking about. But he's like,
and then David will also. Are there are there still like foxes running all about with like the information? So David, has it been an hour since we were first here? Probably. I mean, we
since
take
you
our
were first
time.
here, yes.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna cast again, Speak with Animals, and I'm just gonna be like, foxes, attention please.
Give me
And I
an
want them to
animal
kinda-
handling check.
If I don't clap like that, it's not though. It's not real good. It's a 9.
You get the attention of one fox.
Okay, that's good. I just need one to get the others. Also, a human talking fox, they should all be paying attention, but that's fine. I'll start to the fox, be like, look, there's danger everywhere. Can you get your other foxies? What a
Foximators.
I think what
Foxes.
I can't remember.
Foxes. Foxes.
It was the most obvious one. I'm sorry. Can we need to get information out everywhere that that you normally go and get information back. We just nice. And so we just we need everyone on board for this because this is big bad for everyone. Top down. Can we count on you? Foxes?
Parchment. Parchment. I need parchment to send messages.
They need parchment to send messages, guys, because I can talk fox. And if you didn't know, multiple foxes are foxes, not foxeye, like some of you may have thought. I did.
I learned that in primary school.
That it was foxeye, but they were wrong. It's actually foxes.
Oh, I understand.
Sure, foxes. We'll go with foxes. I'm not even there.
No, well, yeah. Oh, it's during. That's right. So yeah. So the wizard one is still here with us, right?
Yes.
I can't remember their name. I'm
What's her
sorry.
name again?
Illichor.
Actually,
I'll never
no,
forget
easy.
Castodon because pterodactyl.
Right, saber-tooth tiger, etc., etc.
So yeah. So I was like, these foxes need parchment. I mean, they said it right now. Can we get some parchment for these foxes and write notes? Can you write? I don't do it. Can you write notes to everybody that you normally talk to? We need to shore our defenses. Yes.
I think there's some paper on the desk right there. Yeah, can we use that?
Do the foxes write the notes, or do they want the notes? Or is that why they want the parchment?
That's a good.
Nira, have you ever
Nira?
seen a fox write a note?
No, but I
hey,
also haven't seen David talk to a fox before today,
right. So that Duval
or a nightmare
Kotatar-
castle since before yesterday. Like I feel like there's a
Kotatar, do you-
lot happening.
Yeah. Do you want to write the note or draw the map, Kotatar?
By the way, that was a serious question, and yes, I do want to write the note.
Okay. Foxes, do you write the note or should we write the note?
You write the note. You put it in, and we take it.
I'm new to this. I'm sorry. This has been a day for me. Okay.
Put it in the tube, and we go.
So we'll write the note. We'll write the note and put it in the tube. Then they'll go.
That makes more
Well,
sense than
hang
a
on, my
fox
bad.
writing the note, actually. So I guess that's right.
All right,
Here you go, Kotatar.
thank you. And question for you, Hope: has there been a could we have taken a short rest between all this, or has it been too much walking around to do that?
Yeah, you could have taken a short rest, I think,
Cool.
while you guys were looking at the castle.
Great. Because after all of this riffraff and ridiculousness, he's going to double check. And he's going to ethereal step again.
Very good. everything goes gray, distant from you. You can see everything, but there's a fog. What would you like to do?
He's looking specifically at like oh my god, what's the name of the world again? Athrena this time. Solely focused on the largest concentration of shadow, validating that the information on the map is right.
Okay.
In order of what he feels is an escalation path.
An escalation path. I like it. All right, pulling up my map of Athrena.
That's my reliability engineer brain.
I dig
Who's on
it.
call?
So, as you give me a D100 roll.
Let's go. This, yep. Okay. Oh shit! I think I rolled an 86 last time too.
Yeah.
What?
Yo!
Wow.
Different type.
That's amazing.
It's meant to be.
I'm a B+ student, y'all. Let's go.
You, once again, you close your eyes and you feel the world shift beneath your feet. And you now feel that you are above Athrena. Athrena is just basically this landmass surrounded by ocean. Above in the north, you see snow, and behind the mountains, and down below, you see swampy areas and desert. And in between, you see vast forests and hills and rivers. And you can see Capital City in the center of this island, and the tendrils permeate from it and through. You do see it reaches Sackville, and there is a large tendril of magic and shadow looming over it. There is Westeros probably on the next road, followed by Hoggard Mine, which is in the north above Westeros. There is a mine, and there is a darkness about it. And then you can
He
take
has the parchment in his hand, and with
Okay.
like even and the floaty darkness floating
Yes.
above, and he's just like, fucking
Yes.
you.
I fucking got you. Absolutely. And you take mental note that, you, if you would like to know, the Durgan Mountains and the Isen Village are kind of there next. But everything else is roughly kind of, there is shadow around it, but it's not as strenuous as like these places that I have mentioned. At least if you wanted a place to start, it would be these three places.
Yep. Cool.
And
he'll.
And you release it?
No, yours first, for sure.
Okay. Well, it only lasts like a round, so I'm not gone very long.
Okay. And you're back.
And then I would like for the foxes, based on his hopefully better interpretation drawing of the dream.
Yep. Just download.
It looks good.
Into foxes. Into foxes. Anyway.
Because of what happened with the first one, here's how I picture Kotatar drawing a map.
So great.
Absolutely correct.
Big Miles energy.
Yes.
But so where we'll have the map, and I'll tell the foxes, like, what we need from you is to go where the shadow is weaker and tell them to shore their defenses, let them know that defeating a nightmare doesn't hurt those consumed by the nightmare, so don't hold back. And we need someone here to keep track of the castle. We might as well be trying to have everyone that we can chip away at this castle. Please.
And you see Illichor behind you, writing all of this out because you're trying to tell a fox to tell people all of these things.
I don't know foxes. Foxes never forget. I think I heard that somewhere.
Yeah, sure. Canon.
Yeah, hang on, but
I would like to find a bookstore next. That's
what
the
the
next
fox
step.
said
We're getting
It
a
goes-
book about animals.
It goes goldfish, then foxes, then squirrels for best memory. Somewhere at the bottom,
And then elephants.
elephants.
so does
Elephants at the bottom.
Illichor understand Fox? Because isn't David speaking Fox?
Oh yeah, that's right. Well,
David, we gotta write the letter. We can't just tell the letter to the fox. We gotta write
So-
it down.
So I'll turn to Illichor and I'll repeat what I said in Fox.
In comment, David. In comment.
In comment.
And then I'll do that.
I have no idea what he's saying, but it sounds really funny the way he's saying it. No idea.
all right. So eventually the maps get made, the writing gets made. Even in the writing, you explain the maps that you're sending out. You probably make a dozen copies of all of this, and each fox that comes in, Castodon is calling them in. They'll pull out the letter, put it back in, and whisper into its ear, and the fox knows exactly where to go. And the foxes go. You've got at least a dozen foxes that are going to go to major cities and little towns and villages. This will be a good start.
David, I must say I'm very impressed by your tactical and strategic brain. I'm quite surprised and glad.
I don't know nothing tactical, strategic. It just makes sense. That's not. I'm not the tactics. That's you guys. I'm just.
Well, from
That's all it is.
where I'm from, that's some top class strategy. Well done.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can imagine a lot of things are top class where you're from. That doesn't.
Well,
that's great. Thank you.
I'm glad our town is just. Our reputation is spread. That's fantastic.
Is that really what you took
definitely-
away from that?
You definitely make an impression about your town.
Yes. Well, you wait till you see it. Yes. And he's a bit nervous when he says that.
Hey, Reginald, and he looks you just right in the eyes. He goes, "I'm very interested in seeing Sackville."
You are. And then he says, "Oh, yeah, of course you are. Of course you are."
That's so cute. Then you'll be off to Sackville.
Sackville? Are we going to Sackville? Reginald didn't realize it's where we're going.
Well, I think.
Asking.
Why don't we just take a day? Okay.
Self-care day.
Have you? Well, here's the thing. Have you ever? It's like using a knife when you're cooking, right? If you want to get it done faster, sometimes you gotta move slower, right? You can go really fast chopping a knife and do it all wrong, but if you just let the knife guide you and make the right motions, you can cut so much faster by moving slower. So let's let the foxes get the information out. Let's get some more information back in. If we take our time, take a day or two, breathe from everything we've done, we can't do better tomorrow than we could do in 2 days thinking about it, right? I know Kotatar said something about a bubble bath.
Always enjoyed a bubble bath. Yes. I think that is a very good idea. I think also San Leon and I need to think about how to protect this city. I know it is the capital city and it is the well fortified, but I'm very worried about that big castle in the middle.
Don't they have their own nobles here to worry about that?
I don't know if they can deal with a nightmare castle.
Would like to
I'm back,
remind
by
you
the
we're
way.
in the mayor's office.
Oh, you have a nice talk in there?
Yes, short, concise. I was thinking about what Reginald said, and it has been a day and a bit, and they haven't really posted anyone around the castle at all, from what we saw. So that's why we want to do a bit more with that ourselves.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Yeah. So
Is
we'll
this
stick
something
around
you-
for a day, and then keep an eye, and we'll see what happens.
Mayor, where is the local bubble bath store?
There is a perfume and soap shop down the way in the jewelry district. If you'd like to go there. And might I say, I'm happy to put you up in our finest inn. You could have, it's 5 stars on the house.
On the house? Why?
Is the castle on it, though?
I'm sorry?
Well, it's just the castle is so big, and it has sort of confused a lot of people in town as to where to go and what buildings are fused with the castle and so on.
Mostly the main square has been taken up. The lower end. It's fused with a couple of houses and a couple of inns, taverns, couple of stars, but it's fine from what I just mentioned.
Ah, brilliant.
There are still districts untouched. Like, we walk through them.
It's true. I've just been having a day, as we all have.
Okay.
I think you should rest. Take your time.
I'm sorry. Quick note, April. Did Nira just pet Sandleon? Is that what just happened there?
And Sandleon
Did
left
this? Did this? I was like, wait a second.
Thanks,
We're not
Pat.
moving past this. Hold on 1 second.
It's more like a calf pat because she's so short. She's like pats him on the back of the leg.
Okay.
It's all good, buddy.
That
I kind of half acknowledge it, being like, thank you, yes, but like not without saying anything.
I thought maybe you're rubbing the spot where one of your juggling balls hit him.
Oh, that was where in the temple. Thank you
the
very
temple.
much.
Yes.
Can we circle back to one thing real quick? Just before we move on, if we don't, I'll never stop thinking about it. Reginald, bubble bath store. Do
Yes,
you
my
think
friend.
that they sell bubble baths, like you buy the whole bubble bath? Is that what you're thinking?
Experience. Like a theme
It's
park.
just I can't tell. I can't tell. Do you think you buy the bubble bath from this store?
Oh, wait, what, you don't?
I mean, isn't that a bathhouse? You buy the bath?
I'm going
Have any of
outside.
you ever had a bath before?
I've had a bath.
There's a freshwater stream by my treehouse.
That's considered bathing, yes.
Yeah.
Well, in Westeros, there is a bubble bath store. We buy literal baths, and soaps and oils and all the usual. But
The weirdest world building I've ever been a part of.
I
Did you
wasn't.
just invent Lush?
I wasn't. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Totally.
And I think
It's called Verdant. it's called Verdant.
Bed install.
It's the Verdant store. Oh my gosh. Well, that's canon now.
Yeah, we say it. Here you go, Hope. Deal with it.
Quick, everyone
This
will
exists
build their
now.
backstories.
I went to Verdant all the time when I was traveling.
Have
we
these
go
little
back to Limbo.
bombs that you just drop in your, bathtub. So good.
I think this conversation just kind of trails off.
Yeah, I think that's totally fair.
And we're all
Are we wandering to the hotel?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Castodon has given you all like a token voucher things, and with a special note from the mayor for them to give you the finest treatment.
If this really is a 5-star inn, they might have their own custom bubble bath signature little thingies to put in there.
You go to the
I've
room
only ever
first.
heard about it, but I've heard it's really nice.
And that means they might have the people who come in like a massage. Have you had a massage?
No.
No.
Are we?
It's weird at first, and when I describe it to you, it's gonna sound weird. So you pay someone to take their hands and rub your body,
I believe we have one of those places in
but
Sackville
like
too.
violently into the muscle. But like,
Oh.
I can't. It's hard.
Is it combat
Take their little
training?
thumbs and they like shove them into your backbone.
Ooh. I like that.
It's good. It's good. It sounds weird describing, but it's good.
No. Yeah, no, it feels great. Feels great. I like that for sure. We should get one of those.
Yes.
So it's like the opposite of targeting a pressure point to disable an enemy.
It's like targeting a pressure point
to disable
To
you.
to
But in a good
enable.
way. To
you.
enable relaxation.
Ooh, good.
Huh.
You guys approach this large building.
that has its call.
It's
Anyway,
it's a
That's
multi.
right, Hope. 5 stars. Does it have a spa, Hope? Hope, does it have a spa, Hope?
You guys find yourselves in front of this multi-level building, still intact because it is up on the hill near the Capitol, which wasn't disturbed by the castle. It says on it, Pearly Star Inn, and it looks very fancy. You can almost already smell the perfume smells that you would get when you go into a very fancy place.
God, this is
Got a
like
very signature scent.
Awful smell.
this is incredible. I think my brother Ruben has something similar to this. I've never seen. There's nothing like this in Sackville. This is
Yes, the hotel's phone.
Oh no, the front desk.
Hello.
Hello,
we're
this is the Pearly
closed.
Star Inn. How can I help you? Please hold.
Oh man,
Wild.
that extra
there.
star.
Welcome in. This is the Pearly Star Inn. How can I help you today?
We have vouchers.
Oh my god! This is from Castodon. You guys know the mayor? Oh my god!
Yes.
This is so cool.
We
This is your
do.
best voice yet. Hope. Best voice yet.
Best friend.
This is.
I lean over to Silva. We're adopting this person and taking them with us. We will make them talk every day.
Oh my god.
Tell us everything you know about Sackville.
Well, I'm so glad to have you guys here. I'll get you all checked in. We have a massage parlor over there, and we have a spa parlor over there. And in your rooms, you'll have private bubble baths and giant beds.
Wow, that sounds delightful.
And there's a free buffet every morning, evening, and middle of the day, of course.
Oh, they're gonna regret giving these tickets.
Yes, it's
chaos.
quite wonderful. Yes.
All you can eat.
Reginald's very jealous because there's nothing as nice as this in Sackville.
It's true.
Yeah.
Oh, well, here are your room keys. Everybody has a separate room, but we have many common areas where you can dip your feet into some coals. Get a little sauna going. And if you need anything, my name is Sanjoy. So nice to meet you.
Sanjoy.
Wonderful to meet you too.
Do you have lavender bubble baths or rose bubble baths? I know it's Silver. Your favorite is the lavender, is it not?
I actually found this new one. It's like a citrusy smell that I actually prefer. It's like a citrus and
Oh my
bergamot.
god, I love the citrus ones. Oh my god.
So good, and it
so
makes your
good.
skin feel so soft.
It does. It's really good for you. Citrus is very good for you.
It clears
I
up
want
your
some.
sinuses a little bit. Yeah.
Yes, I look.
Oh, you look a little disheveled. Here you go. And she prestidigitates you.
What's in the room? What's in this room? What sense?
Well, it's like it's like the many. Yes, it's definitely very. You got the many smells of all the people who come in here, high and fancy, and then you got the sauna, and you got the massage powder is probably where it's coming from. All the oils they use.
You all right? Are you having allergies?
I think that I'm all right. Yes, think so.
Oh no. Do you have any sort of apothecary that we could get some salve or I don't know, potion for allergies?
We have a gift shop right over there. You might be able to find something there.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you.
Is it just the smell, or is there something in the smell?
Okay, come on. I'll drag Stanley on over, and we're gonna go find some.
I was gonna start prestidigitation, like clean air
constantly
in your face constantly.
Yes. Oh, good. Yes.
As I'm fanning you, it's prestidigitation, fresh air. Did you just spit on me?
No, I didn't.
You son of a bitch!
No, Nira, stop! I didn't. Move! No, you have to move. You have to.
Handkerchief.
Like at that last sneeze, Mage Hand appears and right below your nose, Stanley on. Preventing the last one.
I like the eyes.
I'll go to.
Oh, that hurts so much.
We lost them.
I'll go to
David.
Sanjoy. Yeah, I'll go to Sanjoy because I know that as much as everyone is going to love their spa day stuff, that like there's no self-care for Kotatar in these things. So I will go to Sanjoy. Like, actually, do you have like a quiet meditation room?
Oh, like absolutely, yeah, definitely. Do you need that? It's got pillows on the ground, and it's got books if you need them, and it's got a little bit of incense, and it's quiet. It's dark. There's curtains everywhere.
If you could remove the incense, that'd be perfect.
Yeah, sure thing.
Kotatar, I'll go to Kotatar. I said that quietly to her. Kotatar, I know I have a self-care idea for you. That I think you might think of it like dexterity training. That's relaxing, right? Just some mild dexterity training. You're silent. Still.
He's stunned.
There it is.
There's the laugh we love. There's the laugh we love.
The laugh reactivated your.
The microphone's like, oh, sorry, my B.
It tracks.
Right? It does kind of track, actually. You mean like rolling and target practice?
You know what? You'll have to come and find out. It's a little bit more hand-eye coordination, but and I kind of lean in. Seriously? You know what? You're not as far off as you think. You want to train with some small daggers with me?
Sure.
So I will let them take us to the meditation room.
All right. David and Kotatar, you enter this dark room. It's lit very just with candles. There are books on the walls. There are pillows on the ground, and the curtains just dawn the walls that kind of give it this feeling of coziness.
Great. So I get rid on the floor where some of those pillows are. I throw all those pillows away. I move them all out of the way. I I basically take some of the I make it look as plain as possible for Kotatar's sake. I will sit on a pillow. But before I do that, when they walk away, I'm just going to kind of like peek out the window and make sure there's no one around. And I'll say, okay, Kotatar, I'm going to train you in something. But if you tell a soul, that's on you.
Why would it be?
Are you ready for your training?
Is this some?
Are you ready
for clothing?
Yeah. Don't be Reginald right now. You know what I mean.
Valid.
Have a seat.
Grins.
I will sit on the pillow and I'll have him sit in front of me, and I will grab my pack and be like, are you ready for the best, most relaxing hand-eye coordination exercise you're ever going to see?
Yes.
Okay, so I will grab a big ball of yarn and I will hand it to him, and I will pull out already started my yarn and knitting needles, and I'm going to teach Kotatar how to knit.
Amazing.
That's so cute.
And what you can see is what I currently have is kind of like a mohair. The one I have is kind of like a mohair, which is for those that don't know, like goat. It's a really soft goat hair yarn. It's really nice, very comfortable and cozy. And I have one finished, and I'm working on a second Nira sized pair of socks. Just loungeabout socks. And I showed Kotatar the ropes. And I know that this seems like something silly, but think of it this way. One, it's got utility. You're making your own clothes. That's important. Two, you need to make continual motions, just like in combat training. But instead of this, we're just gonna do this. We're just gonna do this. So we're gonna breathe calmly, but we're gonna make clothing, and we're gonna, it's not armor, but it's close. Armor for your soul. And I will show him the meticulous, the importance of following the pattern, and I will teach him how to knit.
Kotatar, give me a dexterity. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Can I give him advantage for my tutelage?
Yes.
Add 4 to it.
All right. Ooh, pretty good. So sleight of hand, right? So
yes.
I also cast
David
guidance. I cast guidance on you because I've had guidance this whole time.
Yeah.
Did you guys know I had guidance this whole time?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, we do.
I did
This
not.
whole time you've had guidance?
That's amazing.
I think
This is the best use of it for the first time.
This makes sense for David's character, though.
It does. So with a 1 on the D4, I still rolled a 27.
Wow.
Oh, this is amazing.
Kotatar, with the guidance of David teaching you his words, you're picking it up so fast because this reminds you of like sword training, like the weaving and the, you think of like the figure eights that you would do with your scimitars and stuff like that and these short swords, and you just find a rhythm, and this rhythm almost just takes you.
And so after doing this for about like 30 minutes, and just, it's like, once I saw he got it and we're just 30 minutes of just knitting and like silence in the room, I just be like, hey, Kotatar, you notice in this moment how your mind is just blank, You're not thinking about what's next. You're not thinking about what's happening, who you're gonna fight. You're just focusing on your task until the world around you sort of melts away. Are you feeling that at all?
Yes, actually.
Yeah. Hey, Kotatar, congratulations. You just meditated. That's self-care.
Ah, shit.
No, keep going. Hey, you're gonna drop that stitch. Keep going.
All right.
My husband's really gonna like you. Ugh.
Oh, he's so cute.
Oh, it's
Does
so
it
cute.
does it get cold in limbo?
Depends on where you are.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have you. It's an easier design for the process, but it can be
Oh no!
so far into it.
We lost you. We lost you right in the middle of that.
You're breaking up a bit.
You're back.
Okay. And so he's gonna be making his husband a scarf
Aww.
while I finish my Nira socks.
Counterpoint. Like actually, do you mention like hey, like make a scarf for your husband, like that kind of thing?
I've given you a pattern that I have written,
Okay.
and you're following instructions. So you may not know you're making a scarf, and you may not know you're making it for your husband, but when you're done, you made your husband a scarf.
Except it's not for his husband.
Oh.
You do you, man, but you're making a scarf.
And I think like as he gets closer, he starts to sort of like recognize. He knows what a scarf is, certainly, and then sort of like gets down to like the end of a scarf where it has like kind of that brim on it. Silva, what color is your armor?
It is. There's some like red and browns and blacks.
Okay. Did you give him enough yarn to have those colors?
My guy, if you look in my bag, it is a knitting bag of holding. Whatever color.
Why would I ever look in your bag?
What colors you need, you can get. I open it up and there's just like it's TARDIS
Balls of
size
yarn
in there.
everywhere.
Inside,
Amazing.
there's just whatever
It's
you need.
magical.
Kotatar goes through everyone's bag at the end of the night. What's in your bag? What you got?
It's good. It's the design with the 27. I'm gonna go ham here. The design is actually alternating red and brown like diamonds. Not like diamonds like the metal, but like diamonds in like the shape.
Beautiful.
So as David's working, kind of paying attention to what he's doing, he's not looking at Kotatar at first. He's just like, and hey, you're picking it up quick, but this is your first time, so these things can take longer than you may want, and it's okay if it doesn't look. And I look up, and it's just
I'm
like
done.
so so fun. Yeah, it's like beautiful, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. And scene.
While you guys are in the meditation room, everyone else will go back out to the front desk with Sanjoy. And what would you guys like to do?
Well, as we're coming out, and I guess we found something that cleared me up a little bit. I'll say, I think there's like one of these incenses probably has like essence of garlic in it somewhere, and it just messes with me. It's too much. It's too strong. I don't. Oh.
Are you saying
don't know
garlic
what they were
messes with
thinking.
you? Nira pulls out her notebook. Garlic is bad.
Oh, my good heavens! That was misdirection. Misdirection.
Well, what do you guys think you're gonna start with? Are you gonna go get a massage? Are you gonna go to the sauna, the spa? What would you guys like to do?
Oh, Nira, do you want to get those massages?
We could do that. Do you want? Yeah, let's do that.
Cool.
All right. Reginald and San Leon.
Would you care to join me for a sauna, San Leon?
Yes, a distinguished sauna. Maybe possibly a nice cup of tea. The great thing about the sauna is it'll never go cold.
Touche, my friend.
And then An explosion. You thought you could miss.
Not in my game. The all-you-can-eat buffet.
I'm going to jump at Kotatar. I'm going to jump at Kotatar and
He's
get
not
him
there.
out of the way of the
He's not there.
explosion.
Yeah,
Are you not there?
We're in the meditation.
I'm not going to do that.
They're in the meditation
gonna-
room.
But I appreciate
I'm going
the
to
effort.
shield Reginald. I'm going to shield Reginald.
The
I'm gonna
explosion
grab
doesn't
onto
come
Saint
from
Leon.
the house. Or sorry,
Oh.
it doesn't come from the hotel. It comes from outside. Somewhere nearby. You guys hear this. It shakes the building, but it is an explosion outside.
No brakes, no brakes, no brakes, no brakes. I go outside,
Gotta
start
go.
shaking my hands and like clicking my neck. No brakes, no brakes. As I walk outside.
Reginald freezes, but then finally kind of follows Saint Leon.
Yeah. No breaks for anyone. I hop on the broom and try to like shoot out of the room.
All right.
It was not. It was a 5.
All right, perfect. Thank you. So, Nira jumps on her broom and starts to fly out of the hotel. Anyone else follow?
Produce flame and running right after her.
Producing flame and you're going out. San Leon, Reginald.
As soon as I see the doorway, I'll face step 30 feet out.
Okay, you see the doorway. Poof, you're outside. And then, yeah, San Leon.
I was just pointing at Reginald like I walked through the door and he's already outside. And I'm like,
All right, so you guys head outside. David and Kotatar, you guys are in this meditation room. The sound is dampened, but you hear a little bit of a, and you feel the building shake. What would you like to do?
I think we just keep knitting.
Yeah, fair. That's totally fair.
pause.
I mean,
I think he'll look up and hear the noise. Is that part of this, what's the term? Ambiance?
probably, man.
All right, back outside. Nira, you guys see a cloud of smoke coming from near the grove, back down towards the east. There's a plume of smoke, and you hear a commotion going on. You hear spells going off. You hear people yelling, clanking of swords.
Are we able to just say what we want to do when we want to say it, or?
Well, you don't see anything yet. It is down the way. If you want to head out towards it, then you'll have to make a run.
Yeah.
I'll whistle. I'll go,
Action.
and I'll go, oh, Gallivant!
Boom, 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 boom. Here comes
And
your
I just,
beautiful
like-
horse.
I do the one step over, like,
Yes!
onto the horse and be like, away! and I'll go like,
Oh, Christopher! I'll call Christopher.
Christopher comes up knowing its name already.
Yep.
I turned back around. Silva, do you need a ride?
I'll catch up. And I just will start sprinting forward.
I love that Reginald did not ask if Silva wanted a ride.
He's a bit scatterbrained here.
You guys, Nira's out front, vroom, on the broom, and you guys are galloping past. Silva's coming up from behind. You guys get to this building that you see has the doors have been blown off of it, and there's smoke coming from inside. It is the Bank of Rarities. And there are these thieves. There's these Aarakocra thieves that are coming out of it, carrying things, and there are spellcasters trying to fight them off that work inside the Bank of Rarities. You see onlookers coming in to try to help, but there's just a whole bunch of them. What would you like to do?
Longbow from my horse.
I'm going to jump onto my horse so that my feet are on my horse, 2 swords equipped, and when I'm within jumping distance, I'm just going to launch off the horse to intercept.
All right, you dive in to. Apparently, I don't know if you dive into this mess. It is a mess. There is things going on. There's going around. People are bumping into it, and you see this one see this one Aarakocra, very tall, very big, very, very well built, walking through this mess, looking around, and like as if nothing is disturbing them, and they have something in their hand.
Do we notice the thing in their hand, or am I too...
You notice that...
Omniscient?
Well, you tell me. I'll let you have this. If you...
Oh, goodness. I'm just going to roll a d20 on them.
All right.
It's not even perception check. It's just because like I'm launching off a horse, so I don't want to... It was almost a 1. It's a 19, so yes, he does notice.
So he doesn't notice? Or he does notice? 19
would be, yeah, he probably notices.
Here's what you do. You're leaping off of your horse, that's correct? You are just diving straight into this action, and you end up clipping this Aarakocra and boom, right into his shoulder, causing you to tumble, causing him to tumble. And Nira, roll a perception check.
That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. 19.
Ooh. Nira, you see all of this going on, all of these things, and you're small. You're close to the ground. There's a lot going on, and spells and all these things. You notice something shiny.
I love shiny.
Oh dear.
Oh, dear. Oh no. Oh no.
It's shiny now. It's on the ground. That means I can have it.
That's right. You find a ring. It's a golden ring with a purple jewel on it that's carved like a brain.
Oh, that's gotta be. Oh no.
Oh.
I grab it. I 100% pick it up.
All right.
It's mine now.
It's yours. It's a ring.
This is gonna be. So I'm assuming this is like in the heat of battle. Nira grabs it and swipes it and picks it up, and is going to go like cast a spell on the bad guy. But to quickly do this, she just puts it on real fast.
And as
because why would you put it in your pocket? Yeah,
right. It's safer on your finger.
Right.
While it was big, maybe made for like a human finger or a dwarven finger, anything. It's a bigger ring. It forms and shrinks and sticks to your finger really well.
Pretty.
You look up. This Aarakocra who was on the ground, now looking at his empty hand and seeing, that is for me! Give it back!
No. And I'm gonna cast, Shatter.
On him?
Yeah? Is that bad?
A little bit blown.
Shatter.
I like your explosion. Here's one of mine.
Should I not have chosen Shatter?
As if,
Do whatever you want.
hasn't done way more chaotic stuff than this. Like,
Do whatever you want.
Oh wait, no, because that's a range.
It is an area of effect.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else in the 10-foot sphere with us besides me and him?
I'm on top of the Aarakocra.
Yeah.
Like I've shoulder checked him. And I'm on top of him.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
You shoulder checked him and you like tumbled past him.
Okay.
So now,
like 5 or 10 feet?
more Aarakocras are coming out. And you see this one that's wearing vines on their head, and they see what's happening, and they're headed towards you.
I think at this point, Silva catches up and just looks, taking stock of what's happening.
Yeah.
All right.
Then because San Leon is so close, I'll Dissonant Whispers the main guy instead.
Okay. What does that do?
It's a 15 Wisdom save.
Okay. Ooh, natural 20.
Do you even take half damage? You take half damage.
Okay, so what does this like? What does this feel like? What does it sound like? What does it look like?
I think It's 100%. We've seen Nira do it before with San Leon, where she's like, "Mine! I found it, it's mine!" And she just goes, "No!" And she like curls her body around this new thing, and it just no, just rings through his head and shatters.
Oh shit! And he just grabs his head and just goes, and he looks up and he says, "Get her!" And all of these Aarakocras turn, and the one wearing vines casts a fog cloud.
So it's 16 points of damage.
Thank you. Perfect.
Meanwhile, Dave is just like, you're gonna drop that stitch.
Everyone else.
Porn is the hard part.
Yeah, Silva, you see that San Leon and Nira have faded into this fog cloud. Reginald, I think you had pulled out your swords and were going in. Are you still on your horse?
I was on the horse. I actually pulled out the longbow.
Oh, the longbow. Okay, so you have disappeared into this cloud as well.
Mm-hmm.
Silva, what would you like to do?
Just no, I can't see any of this. And holding out the fire, I'm gonna try to burn some of the fog away.
I love your face. As
you all know, it's a terrible idea.
As you pull up this fire to this fog, you just feel your hand go into the fog, and the light kind of just disperses. It doesn't affect the fog cloud.
Yeah, I hold it and I'm like, shoot. And it's just like flickering in and out as I'm trying to look around. That's just my turn.
The fog cloud disperses. There's still chaos going around, but there are no longer any Aarakocras. The thieves are gone. And Nira is gone.
We lose.
Where did they go?
Nira.
I just shoulder checked that chump. Where did they go?
Where did they go?
Where's Nira?
I pull out like a ring I've got. Shiny. Nira.
Throw it on the ground. Throw it on the ground.
Oh yeah, throw it on the ground. Yep, Nira.
We all look at it.
Nothing happens.
She's gone. No, this is not good. Not good at all. Not.
You hear guards in the distance. They got away. Check the inventory. Go. And you see people piling into the bank of rarities, and people are starting to disperse, looking around, trying to find. But the Aarakocras are gone, and so is Nira.
Silva, can you detect some kind of magical scent or something?
No.
And that is where we end tonight.
Let's go. Hey, oh good, April's still here. Thank God.
April's still here. Thank you, everybody, thank you to my players for such a lovely episode. And thank you to April, who we will be missing for the next few episodes. But to the special surprise for those of you who stuck around, next week we have a very special guest coming in to guest star. Oh, sorry, 2 weeks. Yes, next week is roll call, but the week after, I'm announcing that Mr. Adam Bradford will be guest starring on Misfits of Alseta. It'll be a really great episode. And until then, we have a mystery on our hands, the missing Nira. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.